Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We're going to continue our amazing journey in discovering a little bit more about this ancient language every day. I have been doing this every day. Proud of myself. And thank you for being here, listening to me sharing. This is my learning journey as well. Okay, last time we talked about 命中注定. It's about within your life. The odds that was going to happen is already predetermined. So it's destined. You're destined, especially in matchmaking, because that's something people cannot explain. Like you cannot even foresee what kind of partner you're going to end with. So especially this is matchmaking's slogan, I guess, 命中注定. Whatever you cannot explain, you use this as if it's off your hands. And I guess it's true in a certain sense that a lot of things are off our hands, beyond our control. We cannot tell why it happened. Okay, so today we continue with 定 in 神情笃定. 神情笃定. Four of them are pretty big characters. I'll try my best. 神, we came across this one multiple times because it's such an important concept. Let me do it again. Try to simplify it for you. Okay, so this and this, look how elegant is that. They are flipped. So in the contemporary one, this is evolved from, this is our stand. I call it divine decoder stand, that somebody is going to read the intention of this guy or the supernatural master of the human society, especially read it as a profession, read it for the royalty, for the kings and queens, like how the nations or the whole land's destiny is going to be. So this is that stand. So this top line is the heaven. That's who you're trying to decode the message. And this is the kind of a podium structure. And these two left and right structures over there are probably the readers reading. So is it going to take the middle path or left and right? So there are certain directional result coming out of it, right? Positive, negative, or neutral, simplified into three. Okay, and then this shen is a sound maker, but it came from this wow, elegant character. And scholars say that is the lightning in the sky, that is kind of a zigzag pattern. And because it happens so quick and so bright, so powerful, like taking out the sky, like it's closest that people in ancient times, people's mind, that is the messaging, that's the code, the pattern shown by the divine to talk to people on the earth, right, on the ground, what it means. So that eventually used to mean something divine message. And this divine decoder is trying so hard to decode whatever that message is shown to the humans down on the earth. So that's Shen's original, like divine message, basically, or the reading of that divine message. And eventually that divine going downward, and then become applied to individual persons. Like you have that divine message or that code carried within you. Isn't that awesome? So eventually that becomes like the soul. I guess this is the closest that Chinese character can map into English, the soul concept. So this is some divine energy, power, or message encoded within individuals. And we can share that message with other people, or it's that message from the divine, like the superpower, right? Okay, 情. We have the left side, the heart symbol. So if it's a heart symbol, it's something related to cognitive or emotional state of being, right? I read it as a cavity with a kind of lobster arm looking tubes, 3 tubes coming from the chamber. It's a physical anatomy depicting abstraction of the heart organ. And ancient times, heart, just like in English, is used as the whole cognitive, what the brain do, assigned to the misassigned to the heart. And the right side is the sound symbol, or the sound maker, qing. And then here becomes qing, and qing originally means this blue-green color, because in ancient Chinese, our palate doesn't distinguish blue versus green. Everything, the water and the mountains share the same palette, and that's kind of palette from nature. And this nature palette becomes something aspired to, because that's it's nature. So it's kind of like a balanced feeling. So we have qing plus this emotion, and this is a generic term to apply to all the feelings, emotional, happenings within. And then this is the soul and the emotions, and then 笃定. So 定, we have the same character, but came back to its original meaning as stable, because we have this safe environment, the arch with a chimney, right? Domestic private space. And then you have this destiny, this line is your destiny. And then you have your foot, toes pointing to that destiny, means you're facing squared to your destiny, and you're not detoured, or you're not knowing where you're going. You know exactly where you want to go, and you're in a safe space. So that's our stable, that concept. And 笃, we have the horse symbol, which is, horse with the manes depicted. Like Chinese characters are very good at abstraction of out the main feature of that animal. So like our ox will have the horns, and the horses will have the manes, because that's the main thing they distinguish what horses. And then 4 legs and the tail. I mean, how complete is that? That's a horse. And then we have this bamboo symbol. Bamboos are also this visual representation of like a bamboo leaves. And then we have multiple, all the time, bamboos will have multiple leaves on it, and 2 is enough to mean multiple. And so we have bamboo, horse, together means slow, because by horse itself, it's going to be fast, right? It's much faster than humans can run. But if it's made of bamboo, it's not going anywhere. So that's why it's slow. So we use that to mean it's really slow. And we have slow and stable. And then you have soul and the feelings in front of that. So obviously, these are descriptors of how the soul and the feelings, basically our emotional well-being or spiritual well-being, is it about, right? It's slow and stable, which is, in Western concept, phlegmatic. So phlegmatic is one of the 4 defined as if it's from like your blood, like some people's blood is more phlegmatic. So I guess it's before the contemporary science of study of psychology was happening within your brain with the whole nervous system, how to explain it. So back then people used the blood, what kind of blood you have. In a way, it's true, right? Because it's chemicals passing through your veins that basically determine your temperaments. So there are 4 temperaments, and phlegmatic is the one with the even arch eyebrows, means even tempered, like stable, exactly what we mean here, 神情笃定. And then there are the other ones, the sad ones, the happy ones, and then the angry ones. And so in contemporary psychology theory, I find this classification, the corresponding one would be what they call Russell's model. Basically, it's defining human emotions in 2 dimensions. You have unpleasant, pleasant. So unpleasant, pleasant. And then you have deactivation, activation. So deactivation, which is stable, not agitated, and activation, which is hyper, tense. So that's a good corresponding. Like if you want to read a person's state, emotional well-being, basically this 2 dimension is a good starting point to draw them, on that whole quadrants, like where this person's temperament is on. Is it activated or deactivated? Is it pleasant or unpleasant? So basically, I mean, we like to stay around with happy, stable people, right? But this is how Chinese say it, at least phlegmatic, 神情笃定. Okay, into the currency of thinking by one more today with Sophie. See you another day.